This time on Auto Anatomy, we're changing out the seat foams on the Project 66 Thunderbird. Why? Because it's like a boob in here. Oh. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Sean from Auto Anatomy. So on this episode, I really hadn't planned on doing this right now. When we got the car, I knew the seat foams were crumbling a little bit, but it wasn't bad, and that wasn't something that was going to stop us from driving it across the country. But over the course of the last 2 or 3 months with working on the car and getting it up and running, the seat foams have gotten a lot worse. I mean, check this out. And you can see the seat's really collapsed right here in the middle. I mean, if you lay a straight edge across it, it's down like 1.5 inches. So as you can see, we really need to get the seats rebuilt on this Thunderbird before we take it on a road trip. I'm pretty confident the air conditioning works, but just in case we want to ride around with the windows down, I don't want it to feel like a sandstorm in here. So let's get these seats out, get the covers off, and get the old crumbling foams apart. Take a look and see what we've got. We may have to replace some burlap and then get the new seat foams installed. Let's get started. Now we've got the seats out, look at all of this. It's just falling apart. All right, got the seat on the old upholstery bench, so let's start getting it apart here. Now, I've never done one of these before, these seats, so I have no idea how this thing's supposed to come apart. Oops. Have it. The seat's all disassembled. We need to get these hog rings off, which you can see they're just kind of coming off anyway. Cut these off, and then that'll let us take the seat cover off and start taking the foam and the burlap off. All right, so we need to cut these hog rings. I've got a pair of beat up old 10 snips. Now I don't recommend using new ones. If you've got like a death wheel, you can cut them, just something to cut the hog rings, because we're going to replace them anyway. When I was over at Nick's shop from Vintage Thunderbird Repair, he pointed out that the interior had been redone and it wasn't a factory stitching. And that kind of bears out because if you look, the new foams have 3 slots for these wires to go into, whereas the new interior, or the original one, only has 2, which, it's not a big deal because all I have to do is just take and cut a couple of slots to hog ring these down to the frame. So let me just mark where these are going to be roughly. They don't have to be perfect. And get a slot cut out. Now that the slots are cut in the foam, let's see what we can do about getting the seat cover back on. Now that the centers are hammered down. You just have to work this all the way around. All right, there's one down. Need to clean it up and put the trim back around it, and then we'll get the back done and put it all back together. Now the seat back is a little different because instead of hog rings, it's got these little metal tabs that the rod that runs through here just sits over. So you've got to bend these things up and then pull the whole rod this way to loosen it from that little tab. All right, one seat down, one more to go. Oh gosh, look at this. Man, that is horrible. One more down. Why is it that when you're working on an interior project and you get so close to the end, you run out of hog rings with like 5 more to go? All right, so let's go hop in the 52 Chevy and go see if we can find some. Oh, look at this thing, it is so filthy. All right. Fingers crossed that it starts. It's been probably 2 or 3 weeks since I've driven it. I promise that as soon as we get the Thunderbird back to Memphis, we're going to get back to work on the 52 Chevy. All right, picked up our new box of hog rings. Let's get back to work. Now before we put the new seat in, this is what I wanted to show you. I vacuumed the car yesterday and went on one drive, and this is how much of that foam had broken down. Now with the seat foam replaced, let's see, we are at 1.25 inches. And I think some of that is just the natural shape of this, but it's picked up almost 3/4 of an inch in height just from changing the seat foam alone. You know, it really feels like I can never win with this car sometimes, because now that I've got the seats done and the seats are sitting a little higher, my head is hitting the headliner because it's sagging right there. So I guess we now have to pull the headliner out and fix it, because I don't want to ride around from Colorado to Tennessee with a headliner sitting on my head. All right, we're back on the upholstery bench, and you can see we've got the headliner, which is weird on this car because it's separated actually into two sides. The vinyl that was not stuck. So what we're going to do is just try and preserve this as much as possible, because any like wrinkles or anything in the foam are going to be apparent once we get it glued back down. So we really want to get this as smooth as possible, and then we'll take some Super 90 contact adhesive, spray it down on both sides, and very gently work the headliner material back in place. This is what I'm going to use. This is 3M High Strength 90. Some people use Super 77, and that works well too. So let's just get some of this foam that's kind of attached stuck back down. So that's it. We got the interior back in, and I just want to show you here, I now have headroom in the car, so I'm not going to be banging my head on the ceiling the entire trip back to Tennessee. Speaking of which, we are going to be on the road the next time that you see us. We're going to be traveling back from Colorado Springs to Memphis, June 24th through 27th, and we would love to get to meet any of you that are able to come out and join us. We'll put a glimpse link on our Facebook page as well as a YouTube post, just so that you can follow us in real time. And we would absolutely love the opportunity to get together and meet some people here from the channel, get to see your hot rods, you know, maybe drive with us for a little while, make it like a mini power tour. I know this series has been a lot more involved than I could have ever imagined, and I just want to thank you all for joining us on this journey. If you like the things that you've seen on this channel, please hit that subscribe button and click on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time out on the road.